Hello, and welcome to A Cuppa with Karen. Just some outcomes of fun with documents, Nazis, and handwriting.
Brazen and hateful. This rally of neo-Nazis in front of state parliament in November didn't break any laws.
The impact of recycling decades-old anti-Semitic narratives is the same. It normalises hostility towards Jewish Australians.
A state inquiry into right-wing extremism is examining proposed laws which would capture neo-Nazi rallies. Invoking imagery or characteristics linked to Nazism would be criminalised.
It empowers police to intervene, and it sends a strong signal that New South Wales will not tolerate hate-based extremism.
We've seen really egregious cases of anti-Semitism being expressed in public with the obvious intention of promoting hatred. And yet there have been no prosecutions because the legal test of incitement is so complex.
Muslim leaders say their community too is the target of right-wing extremism.
Including letters with white powder, including letters with death threats. I've had people invade my front yard and backyard and put parts of pigs either in the car or in the letterbox.
But that tougher legislation targeting only some racial hatred is the wrong move.
Particularly in the current climate, where the law has been used as a tool and seemingly driven communities apart.
Some of the expert evidence blames the rise in right-wing extremism on a growing distrust in institutions, particularly in government, and say more laws would exacerbate the problem.
I don't think that the proposed laws are actually going to stop neo-Nazis. If anything, it might actually bolster their cause.
The inquiry continues tomorrow. Isabel Rowe, ABC News, Sydney.
The state government has introduced a bill to Parliament to crack down on neo-Nazis. It's a response to a rally that was held in Macquarie Street earlier this month. Nazi symbols are already banned, and the government wants to extend the laws to also outlaw Nazi slogans and chants. It will carry a maximum prison sentence of 2 years and fines of up to $22,000. The bill will go to a lower house committee for consideration because the government's concerned it could face a legal challenge.
And I want to make sure, and I want to be clear, that it stands up to constitutional scrutiny in the High Court. Because I think we'd be in a worse position if we introduced the legislation inside 7 days, we rushed it through Parliament, and then it gets knocked over in the court.
Australia's Muslims say they feel abandoned by the government in the face of increasingly brazen threats they say are coming from organised groups. Tonight, police are investigating a vile new letter sent on the eve of Ramadan targeting both Muslims and a prominent activist.
One community leader has told us Pauline Hanson has proven there are votes to be had in hating Muslims and that it's raising the risk of actual violence.
Another day, another vile threat delivered to Sydney's Lakemba Mosque.
The poor girl that opens up the letters sweats every time she gets letters now.
It's revolting stuff. The latest missive carries a specific threat to the life of pro-Palestinian activist Josh Lees and generalised calls for the slaughter of Muslims. It also glorifies, using Nazi phrasing, the Australian terrorist who killed 51 Muslims as they prayed in New Zealand in 2019.
Firstly, I think it'd be a good idea to move the girl if she's getting upset opening the letters. That seems a bit like maybe nice if you gave her another job. The exciting things I've done in my life, I've done Certificate 4 in Training and Assessment. And according to TAFE, the mixture of upper and lowercase letters shows that this is written by someone who doesn't have English as their first language. Here as well, the mixture of upper and lower cases and dots on the eyes. Flamboyant pig. I couldn't draw a pig that fancy. Very big head. And the large T's, they're very tall. And an hour ago, that just happened. So they're going to have to make more episodes of The Crown. And that'll do. See you later. Bye.